Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Off the play fake, Prescott. A pass underneath for Fournette, and he will have a Cowboys first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game and leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Fournette again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangwu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. Back to Nwangwu again on 1st down. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. But they come in losers at 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Nwangwu. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Oh, he bowls over it. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Inside handoff down to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The slot man in motion right. 2nd down, back to Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0.
Cowboys 14, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangwu now from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Cousins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Cousins now from the 50. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive. And it's been...
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Fournette running out of the gun. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
When you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle in the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Flushed out right. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A first down throw for Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Cousins. Forced out to his left. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw taken in by Hawkinson here. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Folks' kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The slot man in motion right. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Buying time to his left. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. It's a jet sweep as they get this to Jackson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins steps away. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop it for an 8-yard loss. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
To Deshaun Jackson. A 7-yard pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's Jackson again on the reception. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cowboys game over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Jones coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. Sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. They got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
4th down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that's dropped underneath to the Nwangwu. Touchdown! Kene Nwangwu. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Takes it at the 7.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Now Prescott. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. the big bank Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he was one home. It's a touchdown. And now both of these defenses have something to brag about following this one, each with a pick 6 today.
They are even there, but we still have to decide a winner, don't we, partner? And what they really want to brag about after this one is getting that W. The turnovers are great. Can they make plays now that tip the balance in their favor?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Von Miller getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. They'll try again. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Leonard Fournette halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Vikings 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Cousins' throw taken in here by Jackson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. The Cowboys.
Now an end around as Cousins had just popped this forward. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Cousins steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Cousins to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. Is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's incomplete.